Hi, welcome to the Great Margarita Hunt. I'm Jenny, and I'm inviting you to come with me as we search for the best margarita in the whole world. And we've been doing this for a long time, and as we head into 2024 and we're celebrating New Year's Eve, I want to thank you for being on this journey with us. This is our 31st video, and they've all been a little different, lots of different types of margaritas, and the best part are meeting the new friends along the way who are also enjoying tequila and margaritas and just having a good time having conversation and getting to know new people. So we're looking for more people with margaritas or just stories they'd like to share. So if you have one or know of someone, please comment below, let us know, and like and subscribe right now before I show you what we're going to celebrate with New Year's Eve with tequila and a margarita theme. Ready? Did you like and subscribe? Okay, thanks. All right. I really appreciate you being with me on this journey. We have tried some unique things and we haven't stopped. We're going to end the year, start the year 2024 with some of our most unique and surprising. So let me show you what we're going to use today. We're going to make an espresso margarita. And to do that, we have infused tequila. We use this Tequiliano. We infused it with espresso beans, and we're going to add some Bailey's chocolate to that and use a little bit of orange liqueur. And then we're going to have a champagne margarita. I'm using this Mi Familia silver, and I'm going to use Cointreau, and I'm using champagne, of course. So with the lime juice, so basically it's a margarita with topped off with champagne. Oh, and we also have espresso simple syrup for that espresso martini, and that's the one we're going to start with. Now, espresso martini, it's an espresso margarita. But I like espresso martinis, so that's why I thought this probably would work. And we've done what we've done with some of the other ones off and on throughout the last year, where we infuse tequila with whatever flavor it is that we're wanting to try the margarita. And in this case, we let this one sit for quite a while. I know some people make their own Kahlua, and we basically did this in a similar way. We put in 8 ounces of the El Tequiliano silver. We put in 8 ounces, and then we put in about a half a cup of espresso beans. And so I love smelling espresso beans. I don't often buy them, but I did for this. Oh, they really smell great. And so we thought that would go well with chocolate. Needed some kind of creamy liqueur to balance this out. So that's what we're going to do first. So let me show you this recipe. It's 2.5 ounces of espresso infused tequila. That's a healthy one. 1 ounce of espresso simple syrup, 1 ounce of Bailey's chocolate, and a ½ ounce of orange liqueur. So I haven't tried this yet. We're doing this together. Just a little nervous. I'm not going to rim this glass. Instead, though, I'm going to go ahead and put my ice in my shaker and then add in my ingredients. I think I know how this is going to turn out, but it's always exciting when I find out with you how it's going to turn out. Anyway, so here we go. What flavors do you want to try with a margarita or trying with some tequila? I'd love to know, and I'd like to try some new things. Here we're going to go. 2.5 ounces espresso. Here we go. I'm going to do this one. 2.5 ounces. So this is, we've also, we strained it a couple of times, even though they were whole beans. So that's 1. Here's 2. We strained it to make sure there weren't any little broken off pieces left in there of the beans. And now I have to think about what else, maybe an espresso cake or something. So we have 2.5 ounces of the espresso infused tequila. We're going to use 1 ounce of this espresso simple syrup, which we made the way we do all the others, a cup of sugar, a cup of water, and we put in about a 1/4 cup of espresso beans and let that steep just like you would coffee or tea, really. And of course, it's going to be sweet though. So we're going to use 1 ounce of the espresso simple syrup. Whoop, just perfect. And then we're going to use a ½ ounce of orange liqueur. And I just picked, we have several different ones. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 ounce of the Bailey, but I'm going to go ahead and put in the orange liqueur. We're going to put in 1 ounce of the Bailey's and a ½ ounce of this orange liqueur. This is the Grand Couronne. It's okay. I thought it would work well with this. It would stand up with the espressos. You know we like Cointreau, and we like that Paula's orange. So here's the ½ ounce of the orange liqueur. I almost spilled that. And now we'll try this Bailey's chocolate. Kind of hard to go wrong with Bailey's or chocolate. Now this one, oops, I haven't opened this yet. we got this. Oh, no, Mr. Producer did that for us. Here we go, 1 ounce of the Bailey's chocolate. We looked for Godiva to do a different style, and we couldn't find Godiva chocolate. Evidently, that liqueur is not available, at least in all the liquor stores we checked with. So we're gonna try this Bailey's one. I bet it's gonna be good. All right, all I need to do now is shake it up. Let me get these out of the way. We're gonna use this in just a moment. Here we go. You know, I always have trouble with these sticking together, and I'm always afraid it's gonna go pouring out all over me in front of you. I always have the lime squirt on me, or these things get locked up, all when you're watching. So, you know what? I don't want to put ice in the glass on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this. It does look like a chocolate martini or a chocolate margarita, but it's gonna be our espresso one. And sometimes when I've had these in a restaurant, they will take just a couple of beans, 2 or 3, and put them on the top, and they do float. Looks better than some of the other things I've tried to float in those glasses before. So that looks okay. I like how that looks. That looks like a pretty dessert margarita, doesn't it? Okay, so now we're gonna go for the champagne margarita. Now this is a basic margarita recipe with champagne. Let me show you this recipe. We're going to use 1 ounce of tequila, 1 ounce, that's a lot, of orange liqueur, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, a ½ ounce, I'm using fresh orange juice, and then we're going to top that off with 3 ounces of champagne, or you could use sparkling wine. And I'm going to use this edible glitter. I used this in a recent video. We have the Christmas one. And so this one is iridescent. We're going to see how that turns out. And we'll see. I may try both of these glasses. I'm going to wait and find out. In fact, let me tell you about my sweet daughter-in-law and son. They gave us this new rimming board, and it says The Hunt Continues on it. Is that not fabulous? Because if you stay to the end, you'll know why it says that. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of something. Let me just to get this wet. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar on here, on this rim, on the champagne one. And then I decided to get a champagne flute too, so we could see the difference on how this works. You know, you could also do something pretty and sparkly on here, like a gold rim. But I thought for celebrating New Year's Eve, do you stay out or do you go out? Do you stay out or do you go out? Maybe if you go out, you have to stay out. No, I mean, do you stay in or do you go out? We do both. It depends on the year and what's going on. So here we go. I've got 2 glasses ready to go. Let me get this espresso margarita out of the way and move this back over. Here we go. That was that one. There we go. All right. So 1 ounce of tequila. I'm going to use this Mi Familia. Whoops. That we've tried before. It has this pretty top on it that fills up. Let me get the ice in here. And it's not my favorite in terms of it being additive free. It's not additive free. And it is a little bit on the sweet side, which is one of the reasons I thought it might work with this to balance out with that champagne. So here we go. We're going to use 1 ounce of this tequila, silver, and we're going to use 1 ounce of the orange liqueur. I'm going to use the Grand Marnier. No, I'm not. I'm going to use the Cointreau. We're going to have another video for you in 2024, our very first one, where we're going to use a new Grand Marnier for us with our new friends, Ryan and Morgan, who are going to come, a guy, a girl, and a trail. And we're going to enjoy telling you about their very, very special, unique recipe. Okay, so in 1 ounce of the orange liqueur, I want to use this one. 1 ounce of this orange liqueur, Cointreau, goes well with everything. And then 1 ounce of the fresh lime juice. Whoops, where'd the top go? Okay, well, that's all right. 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, fresh squeezed only. We remember that. And then I'm going to add in a ½ ounce of this fresh squeezed orange juice. I thought that would be a good balance to this. And then we're going to mix this up, put it in our glasses, and then just like making mimosas, that's what we like to do on Christmas morning, make mimosas, we're going to top it off with champagne. So ready? We're going to shake this up, and then I'm going to put the glitter in it and stir it up once I get it in the glass. So nice and cold. Oh, you know it's gonna do it. I knew when I put that in there. Nope, I got it. All right. So let me see if I can do this. This may not make both. I probably would have needed to double the recipe to get this in here. Whoa, I got a glass in there. Okay, I'm gonna put just that much in here, and then, let me see if, I'm not sure I can do it that way. Let me try it this way. To get some in here. There we go. And we'll get the rest of it in here. Because we're going to top it off with that champagne. And I wanted you to see the bubbles. You know, like with a champagne glass, the reason the design of the glass is different so you can see the bubbles rise. Okay, and then here I have this fancy edible, and it's not supposed to have any taste on it, the fancy sparkles here, and I'm going to put half of it. It's supposed to, one package is supposed to be good for 2 8-ounce containers. And so this is going to be more like 6 here. And so you can see the little shimmer on it, and we will show it to you on the side camera here when we're done. Okay, perfect. Ready? We're going to pour our champagne, the first champagne of 2024. So we'll see our bubbles come up on our champagne margarita. I'm glad I didn't push that over the top. And I said 3 ounces, but it would depend on the size of your glass. So that will work like this. Let me get a little stir to make sure I mix up that glitter. Make sure it's in there. Now, I don't think you can see this probably on the camera, but there is definitely glitter in here. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna put it over to the side for you to see it and see if that makes any difference, if you can tell. But it does. I'm excited to try this. Here's this one. I don't know if you can see this on this camera. Can you tell? I'm not sure you can tell. Well, I think I can see the glitter. And then with the bubbles, it's pouring around. I mean, it's making this little pool of glitter. And I can see that in here too. So those bubbles are making the glitter bubble up. Looks nice. So I'm going to try this first, even though we made this one, the espresso I keep wanting to call, don't let me call it that. It's an espresso margarita. Espresso margarita. But we're going to have the champagne margarita first. Salute. That's a really good mimosa. Well, isn't it mimosa? It's not a mimosa, I know, but it has that little bit of orange juice in there, and we use that 1 ounce of orange liqueur. With just the 1 ounce of tequila, this may be my new tradition. Or you could adjust this any way you wanted. So you could add more of the orange or less of the orange. But with that champagne or the sparkling wine, I like this. I like it with a little bit of sugar on the rim. Somebody else might not like that. Depends on your preferences, but I like this. I like this. Happy New Year. It's a grown-up New Year's Eve toast. Okay, I need to take a sip of water before I try the chocolate. That might not be the right mix. You know, I love trying these, but sometimes I wouldn't normally do this together if we weren't doing this with you. And I want you to tell us where we can find a great margarita. Speaking of which, we're coming up soon. In just a few weeks, we're going to be in Miami, and we're looking for the best margarita in Miami. So we'll be putting it out on social media too. But if you know where a great margarita is in the Miami area, please comment below and tell us, and then we'll come back and tell you what we think. All right, here is our espresso margarita. Well, let me tell you, I could drink that all night long too. I'd say we have a winner. Now, you know the beauty with having the espresso in there, has that caffeine in there, doesn't it? This is great. And now, of course, that Bailey's chocolate doesn't hurt. It's lovely. But the espresso tequila helps keep it from being quite so, it's not like a really syrupy chocolate drink. This has more of an adult taste to it. Wow, that is really, I like that. I really like that. And I'm so glad we tried the Bailey's chocolate, but I'm telling you, putting that espresso in the tequila made a great combination, and I'm sure it's with the espresso simple syrup. All of it together, it doesn't come across like chocolate milk with a little bit of a kick. It comes across as an espresso drink that has cream in it. I really like this. I'm going to say, you know, we have that scale of 5 margarita glasses, 5 being the best margarita we've ever had, 4 being really, really good, 3 being good, 2 being, no, we wouldn't have it again, and 1 being horrible. And both of these, I probably would rate, you know, they're just very different drinks. They're at least a 4. Both of them are at least 4s. They're just very different types of drinks. This is a dessert drink that I would sit at the end of the evening and have one or more if I'm not having to go anywhere. And then this is our celebratory drink that you're making up with friends. What I would do is mix this up, the tequila part of it, the margarita part, the tequila, the orange juice, the lime juice, and even the orange liqueur, and have that mixed up and maybe in a side pitcher, and then let your guests top off their glasses with the champagne as we celebrate the new year in 24. And thank you so much. It's been a great year for us because of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to our friends and family who have been supporting us with things like this great rimming board, and also just being there, our friends. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. The hunt continues.